Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. Kaka, I have tried to do my own research. For your information, some intelligence reaching me has exposed very shocking details as far as the decision on the nullification of the 50 CS positions in this country. And I have gathered supportive evidence to show you why William Ruto has used the court to fire the entire 50 CS. By the end of this video, you will agree with me that the decision by the court was influenced by the president himself. There's one thing and one fact that you must agree with me. William Ruto is intelligent, he is cunning, and above all, he is deceitful. Why am I saying this? Number one, when the court suspended the finance bill, Ruto activated all the machineries to abuse the judiciary, including Musalia Mudavadi himself and other members of parliament. But since the courts rendered their judgment on the position of CAS, I haven't seen even Ruto commenting on it. That itself raises eyebrows. Ruto hasn't spoken about it. He is mute. This is now the second day since the judgment, and he hasn't spoken anything. Not even his cronies are speaking about it. It's a dead issue. Now, according to a reliable source, an insider, by last week, the judges were 3. By last week before the weekend, 2 judges against 1 had agreed to uphold 23 CSs. In fact, by Friday evening, the 2 against 1, because all judges can't agree. If there are 3, all of them can't agree. 1 must be against, and 2, the majority, take the day. So by Friday, the 2 were for 23. But along the way over the weekend, 1 judge jumped from supporting 23 to rejecting the entire 50, joining the other one. So they became 2 rejecting 50 against 1 accepting 23. So of course, when 2 is against 1, the majority have their day. So that is how the positions were annulled. The 1 changed mind over the weekend. My question is, what might have happened? This is what happened. According to a close police officer in a high rank in this country told me, majority of the CAS, their bodyguards are from Yemune. All of them. Meaning, they collect intelligence each and every day and they feed NIS. These judges, their bodyguards, Niemune, they collected that. A judge, you work with your bodyguard, and whatever you canvass within your vehicle be it a phone call, is able to monitor what you are saying. Now, another question rings in my mind. If the bodyguards to the judges are Yemune, do you think that William Ruto didn't know the outcome of the ruling? That's just a question ringing in my mind. And you know who Ruto is in this country. So are you telling me that the outcome was a shocker to him? I don't think so. If you are in a WhatsApp group, I saw some posts flying indicating the outcome of the case as it was rendered. Now I was asking myself, then who leaked the information? During the announcement of the presidential election in Bomas of Kenya, William Ruto started celebrating in the morning. He knew the outcome. So you are telling me that the president wasn't aware of the 50 CSS outcome. That is new information reaching me, Kaka. Today, it's just new information reaching me. Now, that is one question. Another question rings in me. Do you think the president was unable to talk to the judges? Of course, judges can be independent. Judges can be independent. But the reality is, Ruto is crying of the wage bill. This is what he said yesterday, and I quote. At the moment, we are spending 46% of our revenue on salaries and wages. The law and best practice demand we spend 35%. We are 11% above. I expect that the performance and the delivery of the services department will work with SRC to make sure we take the country towards the balance between development and salaries resources. William Ruto, the 4th of July, 2023. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another point that rang in my mind. If Ruto wants to cut expenditure, do you think he was to uphold or manage the 50 CSS with all their salaries and allowances? To my own view, Ruto amewacheza. Kuwacheza in this sense, there is no CS who is going to question Ruto. Ruto anawaambia, ndugu, mimi kama rais ulinisaidia kura, ni sawa, nikakupatia kiti, mahakama imekataa, na Kenya ni nchi ya sheria. Kenya is a country governed by the rule of law. So what do you want me to do? I awarded you, the courts have said no. I have no problem. Mimi sina shida na wewe. Tuendelee kusukuma kazi, lakini mambo ya mshahara na allowance na gari, hiyo hapana. That is how Ruto has innocently fired the entire 50 CS. Ladies and gentlemen, I am told, you know, when you are a leader, you find all means possible to tell someone there's no job. You don't chase him away. You make him understand that indeed, this person had a heart of helping me, but from what he has told me, ni ukweli haitawezekana. Ladies and gentlemen, the AG, that is the Attorney General, is going to appeal on the decision. But I want to tell you the outcome is the same. The outcome in the Court of Appeal will be the same. Even if they go to the Supreme Court, the decision is going to be the same. The position of the 50 CSS in Kenya is null and void. I want to advise the CSS, please go back to your businesses. Hakuna kazi Kenya. That is for a fact. Hakuna kazi. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruto has appointed a team through the AG to propel the petition. That is the appeal. And some of them are CAS. Ruto wants to make them wafike mwisho ndio wajue kweli Ruto alikuwa na moyo, mahakama ndio imekataa. Now, if you are a keen follower of the Kenyan politics, Senior Counsel Ahmed Nasir tweeted and advised Justin Nturi, who is the AG, and told him, please don't try this at home. Usitubutu kwenda kwa appeal because the decision will be the same. Do you know who Ahmed Nasir is? Ahmed Nasir is a close ally to the president. Ahmed Nasir is a system in the Kenya Kwanza government. When he speaks, he knows. When he speaks, he has been told. So I want to tell the CSS, I saw Millicent Omanga writing that kubali, kubali the process, you know? Accept the process. Mama Miradi, go back to selling mitumba. There is no process in this thing. You are jobless as I'm speaking. In simple terms, there is no negotiation. Ruto has fired you, whether you like it or not. I want to tell my brother Dennis Itumbi, you have been fired. Go back to blogging. That is it. I want to tell my sister Ketu Warguru, go back to make a business. You have been fired. There is no shortcut in this. Ladies and gentlemen, and I want to ask you because maybe you've seen this. Have you seen any except the Cheruyot? Cheruyot unajua yeye si assist. Yeye anapiga kelele for attention. Anataka attention kutoka kwa Ruto. The guy is not in the system. He just runs anyhow. Let me ask you. From William Ruto Sacco, William Ruto's dogs, you know them. Musalia Mudavadi, Ndindi Nyoro, Silvana Osoro do aliongea Kisii kufurahisha watu. Then tuko na kina Kimani Chungwa and the rest. Have you seen them attacking the judiciary with the same force they attacked the judiciary when it suspended the finance bill? My parting shot. To me, William Ruto has willingly fired the entire 50 CSS. Yeah. Why? This was one of the Raila's pillars. That is, opposition pillars. It was one of the opposition strategies. But Ruto has decided to cut them off. Next, as I part this platform, I want to tell all the CSS, do not put any hopes in this thing. You've been fired, go home in peace. Court of Appeal hamwezi pita, forget. Lastly, what does this mean to Kenyans? The firing of the entire 50 CSS, to me, it's a win for Kenyans and the opposition. Why? They have been telling Ruto, lower the cost of living. So by firing the 50 CS is one of the agreements, is one of the ways Ruto is succumbing to the demands of the opposition, lower the cost of living. He has fired the entire 50. The wage bill is coming down. Wale mlikuwa mumeanza kuturingia Karen na magari ya kiserikali, pole, but tunaamini you will get space in your hearts to heal. But otherwise, if I were you, I could have joined Raila like yesterday, because mumechezwa mbaya sana. Hii mpira mumempigishwa. Oh, we. Hey. Ni timu gani? Ni Shabana na Gor Mahia. Mpira Super League, KPL. Na mumepiwa magoli bila kushika hata moja. So tafadhali, all the 50 CSS gather and join Raila to fight this government. Otherwise, mutakufa tu. Because there are no appointments. Hakuna appointments zingine. Wewe ukivutwa kazi kutoka CS, forget about it. Kujeni hapa tuendelea kubweka online, tutengeneze pesa. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.